Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. Today we're going to be racing and comparing the two Lego Batman tumblers. Before we get started with the race, let's take a look at some of the key differences between the two Batman tumblers. On the right side here we have the tumbler from 2014. It's Lego set 76023 with 1,869 pieces. This one here originally retailed for $200 US. On the left side, we have the one from 2021 coming out on November 1st. It's a Lego set 76240 and has 2,049 pieces. It's going to retail for $230 US. There is some key differences between the vehicles, but let's start this comparison by taking a look at the two minifigures that the vehicles come with. Right off the hop, one of the obvious changes about the minifigures is actually the way that you display them. The 2014 one comes with a separate display stand that hosts the specifications plaque, whereas the 2021 one has a 1989 vibe with the gargoyles on either side and the masonry bricks underneath. And then just behind that, you can see that the specifications plaque is actually on a stand that holds up the tumbler, which is also a new addition to the set. Starting with the Batman minifigure, you can see on the left side, the 2021 version has a lot more print detailing than the one from 2014, and that's both on the torso and the legs. You can also see that they've changed the logo just on his chest there. The 2014 version has a larger bat than the 2021. One key difference as well is that the 2014 one actually comes with some batarangs. You can see that he's actually holding on to him there. So it comes with a couple of accessories, whereas the one from 2021 just comes with his cape and cowl. And once you remove their cowl, they both have serious faces. And the 2021 alternate face sort of looks like he's grinning or smiling, whereas the 2014 one, you can see that Bruce Wayne is just all business. Their capes are different. The newer version actually has the new cape style, so it no longer overlaps in two sections. It's just got one hole. It's also a softer fabric and it has some printing on the backside as well, highly detailed. I really like the new cape because it's softer fabric and it's easy to see the print details behind, whereas the older ones are sort of rigid. The only way that you can really see the print details on the back is sort of by flipping it around, of course, by removing his head. Although the newer one has a lot more print detail on the front, it seems like the print detail on the 2014 one on the back is somewhat better other than that belt there. Either way, they're both great Batman figures, absolutely fantastic, and have some great print detailing. I think I like the one from 2021 just a little bit more. Moving on to the Joker, of course, we can see a key difference right off the hop. The one from 2021, he's wearing a green vest and has that wicked arm print detailing as well. That's that unique pattern. He also has the pinstripes on his purple pants, and it's just a fantastic minifigure. He's got the vibrant green hair, but his hands are the flesh color. Whereas the one from 2014, he's wearing an all-purple suit there. Not quite as much print detailing, especially when you consider the fact that there's no print detailing on the arms. He is wearing gloves, which is commonly found for the Joker, right? And his hair is just a little bit darker as well. They've got some print detailing on the back as well. The new one is like night and day. It's way better in regards to print detailing on the torso. And of course, they both have alternate faces. And the headpiece, I believe, is the same. There might be some slight variations in the print. Yeah, there is slight variations, but overall, of course, the Joker minifigures in both sets are fantastic. But once again, I think the 2021 set has just a little bit better detail on the minifigures, and for that reason, I think they are a little bit better than the 2014 one. Yeah, so they went for a different approach with the specifications plaque. The 2014 one is with the minifigures, where this one here is on the stand that holds up the Batmobile, and that's something that's new altogether as well. I think the addition of the stand is definitely a good call. It makes it way easier to display and rotate on the display, which is pretty sweet. Also, you can pick it up by the stand, which makes it a little easier to pick up. There is a lot of things coming off of the tumblers, so when you pick it up, sometimes these flaps like to break off. However, it's not too bad. You just have to sort of learn where to grab it from. Like most Lego vehicles, they have a large Technic base. But to put this thing on an even playing ground with the 2014 one, I think we should remove its stand and put it on the table. So this is the stand for the 2021 one. You can see it actually lifts it off the ground a little bit and it can rotate on the stand. And there's our specifications plaque right here. Not sure if there's a difference. Oh, there is for sure. So you can see this one here says Wayne Industries Applied Science Division. It's got the Dark Knight Trilogy logo in the bottom right. And then this one here has the Dark Knight Trilogy in the top left, and they actually decided to get rid of the Wayne Industries logo. I think I actually prefer the 2014 plaque. Not sure if there's any differences in the specifications. Doesn't seem to be. I wouldn't imagine there would be, as they are identical vehicles. So there's our two specification plaques for the sets. Slight differences between the two stickers. So when looking at the two Batman tumblers, it's rather hard to find the changes, but there are some changes. First off, we've got this new print piece here in the 2021 version, which is nice. It's better than this block that's sitting here. I will say that both of them have sort of exposed Technic holes in the front on either side of the tires there, which is sort of weird. And in fact, in the 2014 one, you can see they've actually covered up some of the Technic holes right here, whereas in the 2021 one, they actually left them exposed. The front forks of the newer one are sort of narrowed. You can see they've used some plates on the side, whereas the older one, they left it sort of chunky. So the newer one is a little bit narrower than the old one, just in the front forks there. It is sort of hard to see inside as it's a darker windscreen there. You're going to see my reflection, but there is some sticker elements inside. But you can see this is actually a darker glass. So it's like the tinted glass, whereas this is the clear glass panels. I think I prefer the clear one so you can see those sticker elements that are buried within. And there is a slight difference between the stickers inside as well. But I prefer the clear ones because then you can actually see, although that's only to see the details inside. I prefer these ones because it's a better visual when it's like the tinted glass on the black design of the tumbler, if you will. So I don't know which one I prefer. I don't know. The access to the cabin is the same, so you can pop off the roof panels on either side, just like that there, to go inside the cabin. Make sure I don't get these things mixed up here. We'll open up the 2021 one. There you go. You can see the seats in the inside and also the steering wheel and the throttle. Pretty much the same. Seats, throttle. There is a key difference with the throttle. They used a sticker element on the 2014 one that might even be print. And then in the 2021 one, they just changed the end to a tile, a circular tile there. And then we've got the sort of viewfinder on the front there on his steering wheel, which is the same. Different sticker elements inside. They all have little differences. You can see there's color differences and whatnot, but essentially the same. The roll cage on the side with the two print pieces, the roll cage on the side with the two print pieces. One key difference is that my 2014 one is a little bit dustier. But we've got the same modified pieces here with the teeth. No, actually this is a little bit different. Slightly different there. I forget how they even did that. It's got a little bit of texture, but we got the gold highlights, the brown exhaust coming out of the top. I believe that's exhaust. Gold highlights once again, brown exhaust. Sort of the spikes coming off the back here, spikes coming off the back here. It's pretty much the same. One key difference is going to be the beefier, more rugged, sort of more treaded tires on the back of the Batman Tumbler from 2021, whereas the older one has sort of just more like the basic tires, whereas these is more tread. I wonder what that's going to do for the race. I don't know. Coming in from the side perspective here, you got some flaps on the 2014 one. Same sort of deal over here. Really hard to point out any key differences other than the panels on the forks here going toward the front tires. Pretty much the same. I thought they were going to do a little bit of changes, but it's hard to see here when they're side by side, that's for sure. When they're lined up sort of butt to butt there, you can see that the newer tires are a little bit wider. And they're actually spread out a little bit more, so it's a little bit different in that regard, but it makes the whole vehicle a little bit wider as well. You got the same thruster on the back with the same garbage can use in that cone element, same suspension with the gauges, although they use square printed pieces there, and here they use rounded gauges. And when you lift up the flaps, you can see inside, you can see some fuel canisters in there, and I believe that's the same for the 2014 one. You just got to be careful the way you do that, because these things like to come off. They're just held on by one clip. Well, yeah, I mean, when you look at it, it's like when you're looking at those pictures in the newspaper and you're trying to find the 5 differences. That's how hard it is, because they are pretty much the same. I guess the designer said, well, you know what? This one here from 2014 looks good. Why change it? Why not just add some more print detailing to the minifigures and a nice display stand as well? Now, which one do you think is going to be faster? Do you think this tread is going to help the 2021 one, or do you think that the smooth finish of these tires right here is going to be an advantage for the 2014 one? Let's bring them back to the garage and let's find out which Lego Batman Dark Knight Trilogy Tumbler is faster. Actually, before we do our race, we've got to get our drivers inside the tumblers. In the 2021 Tumbler, we have the Jokers. In the 2014 Tumbler, we have Batman ×2. So here we go, we've got our racetrack all set up, ladies and gentlemen, or actually Batman and Joker, start your engines. As we saw earlier in here, we have Batman ×2. And in here we have the Jokers. Who do you think's gonna win? We've got the 2021 Tumbler here on the left and the 2014 Tumbler here on the right. Everybody, it is the moment we have been waiting for. It is the ultimate showdown between the two Lego Tumblers. On your mark, get set, go! Ooh! We got a little bit of damage, nothing that can't be repaired. I don't know who won. Go! Ooh! Go! Ooh! Go! Ooh! After reviewing the footage, it looks like we have a winner, and it is the Jokers in the 2021 Tumbler. It seems like that extra tread on the back there might have gave them a little bit more traction, although they did lose a tire. We've got a little bit of damage here. These tires are going to have a nice hot bath. We'll give them a waxing. They'll look good as new. And then, of course, we'll put these parts back onto the proper tumblers. Better luck next time there, Batman. Sorry, dude, you lost the race between the two Batman tumblers. Here's a little bit of behind the scenes for you guys right now. Just in the works of building our racetrack. As a Lego city builder, I seem to have a lot of spare wood from all the trial and error of shelves and city layouts. So I actually took 3 of our old 8-foot by 1-foot shelves, braced by 2x4s. Then I took an old shelf and I cut 1.5-inch strips. And now I'm gonna screw them to the side here so we have a rail so cars don't go veering off the track to their demise. There's a cheese wedge. So there we go, there's our racetrack for the Batman Tumblers, and I'm using these plastic containers as our fulcrum. So everybody, there we go, we've raced and compared the two Batman Tumblers. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. Thanks for coming on by and have a great one.